So like what I do, you can write this down. You can keep it just like as a mental thing. My brain will block out chunks of time. Like it won't. I won't give my brain something specific to do, but I will give my brain like chunks of like it's not what do you call this? It's not from here to here. Do specifically this task one, let's say, or do A. Then from here to here, do specifically task B. Then from here to here, task C. This is very what I noticed. This is very what do you call this? If you work in a company and you have to work with other people, this is very much that, just so that you can all sync your times together. But learning from, okay, so I mentioned before that I had to learn how to be, how to manage other people. So I had to be something like a manager. I noticed early on, this wouldn't work if you're working with artists and designers and creatives, because this isn't how all of your brains work. That's not how my brain works. How my brain works is, okay, this is the whole workday. I have these tasks to do. I guess I can do like maybe 1 or 3 or 5 of those tasks in this amount of time in this whole day. I'm not sure though. That's just like an estimate. That's best case scenario. Again, this is specifically for me. So like I'm not telling you to do this specifically. I'm just like explaining how my brain works. So like my brain has these tasks. I can probably fit those in a day. I break that down. I mean, I do that for me. I do that for another artist or another designer, another designer, another designer. So now I have, okay, so like I had 2 or 3 designers sometimes. But like, this is me. This is my tasks. These are their tasks. These are their tasks. These are their tasks. But to get to this point, what actually happens is I have all the tasks. I have a massive list of all the tasks. Like the tasks that are in my brain that I will delegate, I will delegate these tasks. I add them to my list. So I have a chungus big hecking list. That's mine. That's mine. And then I'll divide the tasks to like other people. And then like, okay, my first task is dividing all these tasks. That's how my brain operates from day to day now too. Because like learning how to manage people, I kind of learned how to manage myself. Kinda. So like what I really need for me to be able to work isn't like a specific do this, do ABC in sequence, blah 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 blah. I need a list of things to do. That's how my brain works. I need a list of things to do. So like if I can, I will prioritize 1 or 2 of those. So the main priority always is what tasks to delegate. That's because I'm a manager. That's basically my job. I'm a designer second, a manager first. Problem for me is that I have the chungus list that I have no way of filtering, and I bounce between tasks. My chungus list doesn't get shorter. It only gets longer. That's what people think. My chungus list gets shorter because like I keep finishing tasks and whatever. My chungus list just keeps growing. It doesn't grow shorter. That's why whenever I get a new task in, this applies for all the jobs. Once I figured out that my brain works this way, my chungus list never grows smaller. It always grows bigger. If it's growing smaller, there might be a problem with how I'm delegating tasks or how tasks are getting delegated to me. But that's a discussion for a different time. Anyway, my chungus list, I will distribute that to people. And then, look, I drew a face. Anyway, but my chungus list is the first task is to split this chungus list into whoever can take them, and then I give them their own mini lists. Mostly starting early. If I did, I'd probably finish my more homework for my online course by now. I also try to balance that with my personal art stuff. Yes. What? Okay, here's the problem. Again, because like I said the thing about this thing, like the ABC, and then you block out your time like that. That's very business slash work based, and you have to understand that school systems were designed so you can fit into this, so that once you're in the workforce, you know how to handle this. That's why classes are divided into blocks as well, just because like it's also easier to organize. It's not friendly to people like us, but you know, you kind of have to. Chadonga's list. But anyway, my very first task as a manager is to break down this Chungus list, figure out who can do thing. Now that I'm working alone as a freelancer, these people are basically different versions of me. I break myself into multiple people, if that makes sense. So instead of having juniors, I have editor me, I have streamer me, I have, for lack of a better word, person me. So these are like, you know. Never get right. Yes. Unironically, this is how my brain works. I need to divide myself into multiple people, wear different hats, just so I can go through things. So like this Chungus list, okay, this is manager me, I guess. Manager. So manager me, not daily, usually weekly. Weekly, I will go through this Chungus list of mine, see what I can give to editor me, what I can give to streamer me, what I can give to person me. And then that's how like I was able to like manage myself. So now I'm like, okay. And then part of learning to manage people is getting to know the people. You cannot manage people the same way. I've had like different juniors through different jobs and whatever. Each one of them do their work very differently. So I will give them like different ways. I will actually delegate to them differently as well. Some people do better when I give them one task and then they break it down themselves. Some people do better when I break the task down for them and then just let them work through that task, and then eventually they finish the big task for their big task. Some people are will just go talk to me and then, hey, what can I do? And then I just pick a thing from the Chungus list where I think they can do it, and I can also do it, but like they can do it without me having to assist them. And then they're usually, you know, the better person to do that task instead of like any of the other ones. So that's how that works. I'm basically managing multiple versions of me. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but that's like the best way I can explain it. On your bad day, I'll go, oh, I should buy plants. Wait, what plants? I need to look up how to plant. Oh, look, I forgot to buy ingredients for work and I'm not finishing anything. I don't know what it's called, but that's usually what happens when you're overwhelmed. I won't try to like word it as if you have ADHD, autism or whatever, because like, again, I'm not diagnosed. I can't explain these. I'm not a psychologist, but that happens when you're overwhelmed. No matter who you are, you will be if you get overwhelmed, you will have difficulty in like, you know, doing your tasks. That's why mine is always in a list. And then even like things like that, because like, you know, I'd have things like, oh, I should look into this kind of keyboard, or I should look into this kind of guitar pedal, or like, you know, these are person me things. Even when I have that, they're also in a list, if that makes sense. Chad Jr., your model needs different hats. He's a good manager for free. My boss just yells at me. Kind of like group work, but with yourself only. Yeah. Kind of like group work, and then you have to delegate the tasks to also you. And then since my brain doesn't work in, you know, chunks of time, it works in chunks of tasks. So like once I delegate these stuff to these people, my editor brain kind of takes over, and then just like, okay, so I can do that in like 1-2 hours. And then I throw that back to manager me, and then manager me just gives, okay, I'll double that time. You can do it in 4. Got it. It's so stupid, but it works for me. I don't know why. Like, I'm able to like manage myself. This, I discovered this I also discovered this when I'm making music. Okay, so when you're making music, there's like three big steps. Again, not necessarily, but you do the recording. So let's put a mic in there. You do the recording, you do the mixing. Let's just do a computer. No, you know what? You do the mixing. And then you also do performing. This is me as a solo person. So I guess that's the guitar. Best guitar, 10 out of 10. Okay. So like usually when you start out trying to like, you know, record, produce, do your own music thing, your brain okay, let's go to the overwhelming part. Your brain overwhelms yourself with all these three things. But more than that, your brain overwhelms itself by thinking, how do these things connect? Right? Cause look, I made another face. Cause like, you know, if you don't know how to do something yet, you break it, you look at the task and then like, okay, I want to record a cover, but what do I do first? Do I like, you know, just start recording? Do I like learn how to mix first, and then once I know how to mix, I'll record something and then mix it? At least I know how to mix now. Or do I just practice the song and then like learn through the way, blah 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 blah, blah. Like, you know, your brain is trying to learn three things while also trying to learn how these three things connect. So you can think of it as 3 squared. So your brain's trying to think of 9 things at the same time. What I learned works best for me is to divide these three into 3 different people. I have a performer me. Performer me only thinks of practice, and execution. So like performer me, there are 3 chuds. There's more. I would say there's 5. Also, welcome back, this. But like, I would say there's 3. Like, there's 3. Whenever I'm making a cover, I have like 3 people in my brain. One is performer me, and performer me only focuses on practice and execution. When my brain is like, okay, we're being performer, I will like, you know, grab guitar or grab mic. So is the Chud worried about Crush Crush? Oh, there's no Chud who's worried about Crush Crush. They all love it. But like performer me will only focus on practice and execution. So there's just sing my way through work, kinda, yeah. But anyway, so like performer me only focuses on practice and execution. That's an empty layer. And then mixing me, or you know, you can say engineer, sound engineer, whatever. Recording me is also a sound engineer, so like, bleh. But anyway, focus on that. Just focus on that. Here's the thing with, again, I don't like saying it, ADHD brains, but here's the thing with my brain. I will hyperfixate on something and then jump to another hyperfixation, and then jump to another hyperfixation, then jump to another hyperfixation. While my brain is hyperfixated on performing, I will do these 2. I will pour all my energy into just doing these 2 things, practicing how to execute. So I will practice singing, I will practice playing guitar, I will do that while my brain is focused on performing mode. Once my brain clicks into recording, okay, the steps are actually this. It's perform, record, then mix. And then once I'm in recording mode, my performer brain kind of like shuts off, and then like it just goes automatic, and then just like, okay, I am now practicing proper mic technique. Mic technique, and like, you know, proper gain staging or whatever. These are like things I won't go into, but like these are things that I've learned to focus on when I'm recording something, as, you know, someone who's recording a performer. I will set up my mics, I will set up all the, my Reaper, all my DAWs and stuff. I will set all that up so that performer me can just perform. Recording me sets up performer me to, to do good. So this is like, this is like a behind the scenes thing. This is more like you're actually performing. You're at the front. You're at the stage. So these are two different people for me, because I can't be thinking of behind the scenes stuff while I'm doing the performance. So when I'm going to record, recorder me will just set up everything so that it's flawless, or like as flawless as I can get for performer me to do whatever task. Once I record whatever performer did, I will go to mixing. Where is that? There. Mixing. Mixer me will then focus on, making things sound good. If mixing me hears that, oh, there's like a problem with the performance at one point, like you played the wrong note at some point. If mixing me can fix it, mixing me will fix it. But if mixing me thinks that, oh, this is a performance problem, my brain will shut off, go back here, perform, and record again. It doesn't... I feel like I'm not making sense, but that's how my brain works. Like, it separates itself into multiple people, and then mixing me, I don't have the ID either. I don't have this associated. Because I'm conscious that I'm switching between these. So, like, actually, no, when you get the ID, you kind of are also conscious. Anyway, I won't go into it, because, I don't have a degree, I'm not too educated. I'm not educated enough to make claims. Anyway, so, like, mixing me will make criticisms about recording me and performing me. Just so we get, like, the goal is to make a good cover, right? The goal is a cover. The goal isn't to, like, oh, you got such good mixing technique. Oh, you got such a good recording technique. You have got such a good performance, whatever. The goal is to make a cover. And when the goal is to make a cover, mixing me, recording me, and performing me will do their best to be healthy in their criticism. Because that's another thing that stops not just me, but stops a lot of people from, like, progressing through a task. They will self-criticize to their very own detriment. They will self-criticize themselves that, when it's art, when you're, you can divide it. You have sketching you, and then you have line art you, then you have coloring you. Coloring you will get mad at line art you for not having clean line art. Line art you will get mad at sketching you because the sketch was a mess and you didn't know which line is which. But when all those three people come together, again, it's like group work. When all those three people come together and have a singular goal, let's make good art. Let's make something that looks cool. Let's make some dope as fuck shit. And then when three of you are all in sync and understand each other that your goal is to do that instead of to, like, belittle each other, you three will be in sync with, like, once mixing, oh, there was a problem with recording this, like, you spiked at that point. So it's either you can redo the take or you can, like, fix the recording in mixing. Let's see which one's better. And then, like, you're all kind of just, like, working together instead of you self-criticizing yourself, which is one of the biggest things that has fixed my brain into actually being productive. Because once I separate these three people into three different people, it's not just me getting mad at me. It's someone who's an expert at mixing telling someone who needs to perform better with the goal of doing good. It's so stupid, but that's how my brain works. Also, hi, Ghosty. I'm imagining Inner Chad brain like the minions. They all have their own likes, dislikes, but they all have bananas. Crush, crush. Drink Diet Coke and Stout in your chair when you sing also. I'm trying... Okay, here's the funny part. My brain's trying to go back. What would performer me do? Performer me would, like, find the most comfortable position I can to perform the song the best. And then I'm making sure that recording me already set up the mics for that specific position. So, mic placement, blah, 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 blah. Performer me doesn't have to think of that. Recording me already knows that, like, okay, I know that this is how you sing, this is where you put your guitar, and then I know that's where you want to do it. So I will set that up. My brain will, like, switch back to performer me, and then performer will just do the thing. You're fine, it makes sense. Wait. Chat. No. Hey, hi, Gusty. I'm always mad. Mixing my own voice is harder than mixing someone else's. Always. Always, because your brain isn't like this is the thing with the what's it called? I forgot what but like your voice when you hear it, like I'm hearing my voice right now because I'm talking. The voice that I'm hearing is going includes a reverberation in that specifically uses my head. When I'm talking to someone else, talking to a mic, recording something, that reverberation in my head does not exist. So when I'm hearing that voice, it doesn't sound like me. It freaks your brain out. You don't know who that is. The same thing that happens, this, that's the same way I disassociated, quote unquote, disassociated from that voice being mine. Because mixing me doesn't hear my voice. Mixing me hears performer's voice as recorded by recording me. So that's a different person I'm mixing altogether. Okay, here's the super funny part. When I'm mixing my voice, I treat it as someone else's voice. I don't treat it as my voice. I treat it like I'm mixing for someone else. That stupid change of like perspective actually helped me get rid of that cringe feeling you get when you're listening to your own voice. That's what I feel. Then rendering me is just, how do I render this? Yeah, because like, rendering me is like, okay, what kind of material did you think of when you were drawing this? Sketching me. Why did you come up with this? Sketching me. Like, can't even remember how to learn mix, so that's funny. That's what that's what I was explaining when my brain is in hyperfixation mode. When my brain is hyperfixating on performing, it will practice performing. When my brain is hyperfixating on mixing, I will only be mixing. Like, again, let's go back to the thing where modern society puts us into like, okay, you're scheduled into doing this for today. Wait. Like, your schedule for today is A, B, C, D. But what if I don't feel like it? What if my brain just wants to do A this whole day? What if I just want to do A the whole day? Then don't fight it. Do A the whole day. Because your brain, now that you know that your brain hyperfixates on everything, you know that tomorrow your brain's not going to be fixating on A. You know the next day. You know that this day you're going to be doing A the whole day. And now that you know that your brain hyperfixates on multiple things, again, I'm saying but I'm talking to me. Again, I'm disassociating just to explain it better to me. And then on the next day, you can do B, or, you can do C. Because your brain works that way. Your brain doesn't work by like specifically, okay, and this day I will do A, part A, B, C, D. Your brain is already, you already know that your brain works in hyperfixations. So just go with it. Go with it in the sense that like, okay, my brain is hyperfixating on wanting to do this specific thing today. I'll just do it, get it out of my system, do all that. And then next day, I know I'm gonna get bored with it. That's just how my brain works. So but at least A is done. And I didn't I didn't block off this whole day into 4 pieces where I would do A, maybe do B, but I feel crappy, so I won't do B. C, maybe I'll do a little bit because like I felt guilty of not doing B. And then D, my brain's rushing, so I will do D. So in that day, I did A, kinda B, and not B, kinda C, and then a stressful D. A stressful D, don't. But instead of doing that, I can just like, okay, we'll do A the whole day today. I'm very much realizing, or I very much know, that this isn't applicable to everyone. I can only do this because I'm freelance. But this is the thing that I tried to do when I was managing people. So, I have... So, like, I'll talk to this person. Like, start of the week. Okay, let's delegate. What are you feeling like doing this week? I have this list of tasks. Again, the thing that I wish would be explained more with management, your job is communication. As a manager, your job is communicating. Your job is to communicate this list of tasks and make it easy for the people who will actually be doing the tasks to digest it. We live in a society. Wait, let me scroll. Can you figure out mixing? Self-critic is sexy. You talk cover making. We're talking how to manage your time, or at least how I manage the time. Who's the stranger in my voice? You make up a character. I'm not even kidding. You make up a character who owns that voice. Just throw money at BCD. That's unironically how corporations and bigger companies try to do it. You just throw money in it. I'm labeling A as me sketching all day to find that one concept I like. Yeah, my brain just wants to do N all the time. Nap. Sure, why not? Because I'm sure with the type of brain I have, it will get pissed at myself for just napping all day, and then it'll kick itself into doing something. But again, this is what works for me. It won't work exactly as for everyone else. This is how my brain works. But I've noticed working with creatives, it's also like a general idea of how their brains work. Talking to people, ill. That's why I didn't want to be a manager. I was always being forced into the role. I'm good at it. I'm not gonna lie. I got good at it. I wasn't good at it at the start. I was terrible at it. But like I got good at it eventually because I cared. And the key thing I found out is literally communication. Your job as a manager is to like get this whole list from wherever department or wherever higher up you're getting this list. Sometimes you make the list of these things to make. This is basically why I'm okay at managing myself now that I'm freelance too. Like fully freelance. I've been freelancing before, but this is my first time being fully freelance. Again? Question mark? Yeah. But like your whole job as a manager, take all this, make it easy to digest for the people who are actually going to be doing the tasks. Anyway, I was trying to make the nighttime relaxing time. That's what I did during my internship last year because I had to juggle it with doing college work. So I guess more in my case, I try to do what to do for the day before the nighttime, dinner time. Yeah. That means you have... Okay, I'm going to make this maybe a little weird. But if Q was one of my juniors, and I knew that Q will is able to work... Okay, Q has trouble starting early, but also wants the nighttime to be relaxing. But I know that Q will work really, really well if Q is only focusing all the energy on this span of time. I will let you chill here so your brain is ready to prep for this time. Once this time hits, I'm gonna know. I'm gonna know that this time hits because your brain, I can send, I'm gonna, this is with, like a month or a few months of getting to know you. Like I know that your brain is gonna start hitting here. So I'm not gonna bother you here. I'm gonna let your brain start booting up here. Because if I force you to work at this point, I'm gonna ruin your whole day. I'd rather you like chill for an hour, 30 minutes. And then once your brain starts picking up and wants to work, I will throw at you, okay, these are your tasks. Go do them. I know you're gonna want to finish them before this time comes, because you don't want this time to be like bothered. I got in trouble for this. I had a junior who liked taking naps. They would, okay, if this was their block of work for the day, they like taking naps, like small naps in between, let's say 3. Like they're not exactly like perfectly split together, but they like taking naps. I let them take a nap, like it was one of these ones, because like here was like the day, start of the day. They were okay with starting the day with like, okay, let's talk. What are you gonna do for the week? What are you gonna do for the day? Okay, we're good. And then like let them go to work. But they get tired and then they will take a nap. And then like once they wake up, okay, do a bit of work, but like there's like a lunch break in between, so like they'll do work, blah 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 blah. Okay, stop for a bit. Okay, and then like I kind of don't want to go to work for a bit, and then like okay, that's fine, take a nap. Then once they get up from the nap, here they suddenly get like, oh, I know what to do now. I know what we know the idea that I want to execute for this design that we're gonna do. And then I just let them do that until they get so tired they nap again. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they just go through the whole day, and that's good. They like take a nap, wake up, and then oh, I know what to do. And then they get to this end point where they're like, okay, you know what, the day's ending, we can both chill. Like we'll do like small tasks and like finish up, and then like just catch up on the day, and then like, okay, what did you do? Okay, good. So for tomorrow, you're gonna do this. Okay. Because I don't meet them every day. I meet them every other day, because I have to like move a lot. So like that's how their day goes. That's how they work. If I break that nap of theirs, they're gonna be pissed for this rest of the day, and I don't want that. But here's the problem. I got in trouble at one point because they said, hey, your junior's napping at work. Why are you allowing that? Because if I don't let them nap, this whole half day of theirs, we don't get anything from that. Like, I'd rather them take like a 10-15 minute nap and then be able to like kill it for the next 3 hours. I'd rather that than, hey, no napping. That 15 minutes, that's company time. Work. But this whole chunk of time is basically wasted. That's terrible. I got in trouble for that. They said, "Oh, don't let your juniors smoke." But they have to. Eventually, they saw my way of doing things, and they're like, "Okay, fine. Your juniors do whatever you want." And then I had a junior who would be like, start of the day, we had like a meeting. Like we always had a regular meeting and of like delegating tasks. And then after delegating tasks, we would like have like a bit of chit chat time, because like me and this junior had like, we shared some interests. So like, we delegate, we chit chat, and then like the rest of the day is like, okay, now let's get back to work. Like we get rid of all the procrastination at the start of the day. And then like we would just work. And then once the day is done, we're both like kind of tired, so we'll go back to chit chat. You're like, I'm ringing for what he can do. What do you mean I'm ringing? Wait, I'm trying to like translate it in my brain. Morning, Zach. Hi, Nagi. Wait for you, don't know what I can do. Happy birthday, Mochu! Everyone say happy birthday to Mochu. Happy birthday, Mochu! Mochu, while you're here, can you give yourself a shout out? How was Call of the Lamb? Mochu, as my mod, please shout out our precious raiders. So what about today? Why Shazari? I don't know. Mochu, please! Mochu, our raiders called Mochu_VT. They're in chat. You can just copy their name. Oh my lord. Thank you, Mochu. Oh, thank you so much. Okay, I'm talking. Okay, we're going back on topic. I'm talking to Mochu as if the raider's a different person. That's exactly the strategy I was talking about when I separate people into different tasks. Because I will do that too when I'm talking to these people. I treat the chit chat person as like, not exactly the same person, but like, when we're chit chatting, we're chit chatting. We'll get that out of the way. We'll finish chit chatting and get that out of the way. So once we're working, we're working. And then like again, I'm treating Mochu as like a different person. Like, Mochu, can you like, give our raiders a proper shout out? Click here to subscribe. I'm not yelling at you. I'm laughing. Love you, Mocho. D's. Wait, what do you mean D's? Okay, wait. Going back to the question, what about today? I don't know. I'm Good morning, Nagi. Secret. Anyway. But yeah, everyone check out Mochu. Today is all shaded, isn't it? Today, okay. Here's what happened for my today. I woke up. But I never seen it being showed as how you show it. I haven't seen this one depicted anywhere. I don't know if it already has. Specifically the thing where you split yourself into different specialized tasks. So I'm not sure. Here's my today actually. I woke okay. So like actually this starts at yesterday. Because yesterday I took a nap, or like, I passed out at the middle of the day. So I woke up late at night. I knew I needed, like, I owed myself, okay, Manager Me gave Editor Me a task. Manager Me gave Editor Me a task of at least 1 to 2 clips. If you're gonna do 1 clip, make it 1 long clip. If you're gonna do 2 clips, you're allowed to make the second clip a very short one. That's fine. So like Manager Me gave Editor Me that task. Since I slept during the afternoon, Editor Me couldn't finish the 1 or 2 clips. So I owed it. So Editor Me owed it to Manager Me. This is going back to the whole goal of these are not people who are out to get you. These are people who are all centralized on one goal. Specifically for me, not starving. That's the goal. Because if this happens, all these people die. So anyway, Manager Me, you starve yourself? No, because that means I don't get money and I don't get to eat. We should have secret more. I don't know. It's making it easier because I can draw on thing. Wait, girl, you need to eat. Yeah. But anyway, Manager Me gave Editor Me a task of 1 to 2 clips. Editor Me couldn't finish it during the day. So like, let's say during yesterday, actually, the day before. So like, because, took a nap. But since I took a nap, okay, when I woke up, I'm ready. I ate a bit. Okay, I can work. I'm ready. So this is yesterday. Oopsies. This is yesterday. So woke up here. Wake up here. Here had a big chunkus of a nap. Here woke up for a bit. Here took another nap. But I woke up at at night. But here I was legitimately tired. Tired because I did something in the morning. I forgot what I did here. Okay, I started on one of the clips here, but I couldn't finish because I was tired because of this thing. I just exercised. Don't think about it. Don't worry about it. Where does the fake merch factor into this? Fake merch. Okay, I'll get to that actually. I'll get to that if you want to discuss that. Combo break. Thank you. Thanks, Ghosty. Because yesterday wasn't a streaming day. So yesterday was just, a day. So like nap here. Here started on the clips but couldn't finish. But once I was napped, I was ready to work. Like one of the things that you have to consciously try to do if you want to be able to manage yourself more is to find spots of time where you're actually able to work. I'm not saying motivated. I'm not saying what's the word? Where you get this sudden burst of inspiration. I'm saying try to look for regular schedules or regular times in your day where you're able to actively work. Again, I'm not speaking motivation. I'm not speaking inspiration. I'm because this is how you build discipline. I'm sounding like one of those gurus on YouTube or whatever. But like a lot of people, okay, the usual thing is, you wake up, you do your 9 to 5 job. It's actually 9 to 6. You do your 9 to 6 job and then you go home and then do whatever. But not everybody works well in this time frame. Some people, let's go back. Wait, did I delete those? Some people have different chunks of time. Some people need naps in between. Some people, need to start late just so they can actually kickstart working. Some people need like a bit of chit chat. They can work a bit, but they need a bit of break just so their brain processes everything they took in here, and then they start working. We should go into like different types of work too. Anyway, moving on. We'll do that another time. So don't confine yourself to this 9 to 6. Again, not everybody can do that because you are working for someone. But like, if you can, find the spots of time where you're able to work. Sometimes it's not always the same time. Sometimes it's a range. Sometimes it's like, sometimes it's here late at night. Sometimes it's early morning. That's okay. As long as you're conscious and you start sensing it, then okay, I can work. I can do thing today. I can do at this time. 96 day office life. Rip. Sag. But that's like the exact reason why when I was a manager, I would like, okay, me and my juniors, we are required to come in at 9 and leave at 6. But in between that time, I know there's going to be spots in that time where you're able to do your best work. I will not force you to do your work when it's not one of those peak hours of you performing. Because, like, work isn't this. Work isn't work and work. We're not robots. At least you're not. I am. I'm a toaster. Work is usually like, okay, I know what I'm doing. I'm getting it. Flow state. Okay, wait, I'm getting tired. Wait, second wind. Okay, I'm getting tired. Okay, day's done. I'm out. Can be that. It can also be like, okay, let's start the day. I know what to do. Oh, I got a good idea. Okay, doing it. Okay, I'm out. I forgot. Yeah, even toasters don't toast the same bread the same way, even when you put them all in exactly the same settings. Some people will do like, okay, I can work here. Okay, I'm tired. Okay, I got it. Wait, nah, I'm good. And then like, okay, you know what? Final one. I can do it for today. Okay, I'm out. Like everybody has different ways of like getting work done. So like again, going back here, editor me owes manager me 1 to 2 clips. Okay, I'll find time. Like I won't be able to finish it within this time frame. Manager me, is that okay? Yeah, as long as you do it, I'm good. And then like, okay, let's finish that. Let's do this. Okay, we'll finish it here. I finished one clip before midnight, and then like I was still up by that time, so I finished another short clip from midnight to some early morning thing. So going to this day, so like early morning, I finished those 2 clips, and then starting stream, and then let's say I started stream at this time, so I'm streaming here. So streamer me is given a task by manager me. Manager me, do a thing. Minus take nap, hope pile of work gets less magically. So like start stream here, stream, and then here. Okay, and then end here. But remember when I mentioned this? Where are those? This. I have separate brains, or like I separate myself into different people. So now that I'm streaming, I'm not thinking as manager me. I'm not thinking as editor me. I'm thinking as streamer me. Streamer me is currently who you're talking to. So streamer me has different energy than these two. Streamer me has a different mentality to these two. Streamer me's purpose right now is to entertain you guys. If it's at the cost of a less less efficient editor me, that's fine. Because right now, it's streamers me's time to shine. If manager me gets a little pissed that editor me didn't finish all those clips, that's fine. Because streamer me is the one that's working right now. All of those will just be solved once I'm done streaming. I take a break, I eat, whatever. Then manager me comes in and checks in on editor and streamer me. Okay, how much clips did you finish? Kind of one. Okay, editor me, when are you able to do that? Shoot, I'm tired, so like maybe tomorrow I can like make up for it. Okay, as long as you finish it by the end of the week. Are you good with that? Yeah, I have like 2 more days of no streams, so like it's fine. Okay, streamer me, good job. Maybe next time focus on more editing if you can, and then like stream. Yeah, but like making merch is so fun on stream. Like, did you see how much fun we had there? Manager me goes like, you know what, you're right. Yeah. Maybe we'll just, you know, come up with like a way to just like do merch on a separate day, and then like manager me will like, that's like manager me talking, and then streamer will like, yeah, I think that would be fun. But like at the same time, we kind of still need, again, all of these 3 people, the goal is to not starve. So streamer me is still somewhat conscious that editor me needs to do his thing so that we get paid, so that streamer me can keep doing his thing. Because like in a bigger business sense, manager me sees both streamer and editor as like, you guys are sources of income, but right now editor me is the one actually getting the cash. Streamer me has potential for getting cash. So I'm willing to invest in both of you right now, but you know, don't overdo the streaming, but don't also kill yourself just editing that it doesn't become fun anymore. I don't know if that made sense, but that's how my brain operates. It's literally multiple people talking to each other, trying to come up with the best way to do stuff. If manager me sees that editor me is struggling during this time, you know what, editor me, take a break. Streamer me, you can do whatever. And then editor me will just come back when you're done. I think Nuggy would like to meet manager you. I think Nuggy would like to meet person me. Person me is kind of different. Person me sometimes shows up in streams just because it's fun. But basically, from here to here, manager, editor, whatever, they're all just like peeking in on what streamer me is doing. Streamer me is actually the one that makes the merch. Editor me just comes in. We need to do a bit of work. Okay. And then streamer me comes back. But all 3 sound nice to me. There's 5, Nuggy. Like, I ironically say this, there's 5 of me. There's 5 of me, but I can't, you know, put them in this, because this is just like, you know, right now me. You mean you don't want to get told what to do? Duh. But yeah, as far as how do I manage my time, it's like this. And as far as how do I manage my tasks, it's also this. I just have a giant list of tasks that manager me already knows will not get shorter. For manager me, that's a good thing. Because manager me sees that as, in my case specifically, manager me sees that as, okay, we still have jobs to do. We're still in business, and that's good. Editor me, I know you're tired, but that's okay. You can take a break once in a while, but I'm here to say that this endless list of tasks of ours, that's a good thing for us. This endless list of tasks means we're still working. We're still not gonna starve. That's the goal. We're not gonna starve. Editor me is like, you're right. I'm gonna take it a bit slow though, because this month doesn't feel right for editing me. But like, I can still work, but I can't do what we did in like January and February where we were just churning stuff. Okay, that's fine. That means I can fit in streamer me to do a bit of stuff. So that's fine. Like, that time isn't wasted because we can have streamer me do something else. Streamer me is gonna have fun. Also, something to note, all these tasks, they're fun for me. They're not fun if I do them all the time, but they're fun for me when I'm doing them. I have fun editing. I have fun streaming. I have fun managing in a weird sense because it's like it appeals to the puzzle solving kind of brain in me. Also, yeah, that's like what managing is. A combination of communication and puzzle solving. The problem is you're puzzle solving human people. So that's like the hard part. But at the same time, he can control me. That's unhuman. Hey ho, hey ho, hey. Anyway, that's actually, yeah. I'll end that there. We can actually talk about this if it comes up next time. But I guess my my brain was mixing up two things. Okay, my biggest thing, like biggest takeaway points. Oh my god, I'm talking like like I'm actually managing people. This is like me giving meetings. 5 Chad, more time joy. Hey ho, hey ho, hey. I keep saying this, but it's also actually true. I don't know why people want to spend time with me. I spend time with me 24 hours a day. It's not fun all the time. Anyway, big takeaways. Find the times when you're able to work and find what tasks you're able to do during those times. And then just do that. You don't have to block your brain from trying to control all this when your brain isn't ready to control all this. When you're in the moment of working on something, get into that flow state. Flow state is this one's real quick, don't worry about it. Flow state. Flow state is when you're in the between a good challenge level and a good skill level. If something's too easy for you, you don't care about it, you go into apathy. If something isn't challenging and you can do it easy, you get bored. But when something is high skill, but not challenging, so like maybe a puzzle, but you can really do it real well, you're at relaxation. Anyway, check out this one, Flow State. It might help you with, finding the things in the times of day when you're able to actually do work. Also, another thing to note, not everyone. Everyone can't do 8 hours of straight work. That's not good for your brain, especially when you're doing something creative. And by creative, I mean, not just art. It's also, okay, managing people, that's an art. Thinking of business ideas, that's an art. Programming, that's an art. A lot of these things are things that require some sort of creativity. You're not supposed to be creative 8 hours straight. Sometimes our best works come when we just work for an hour, and then that's a burst of great work from us, and then we're done. Yeah, point with that. Wait, with what? More Chud for everyone. Will this EP Chud give good cuddles? I don't know. EP Chud is just dead. I don't know what he does. So I throw my phone away for real. Yes. Unironically, sometimes yes. You just have to throw your phone away. Why science? My brain go boom. Flows between arousal and control. Got it. Flow is when something's challenging enough for your skill level. That's the simple way of putting it. So when you're pushing yourself to do something you can't do, you're led to frustration because you don't know what to do. When you're doing something that's too easy for your skill level, you get bored. That's a basic way of putting it. I'll volunteer to flow with arousal. Creation and problem solving is a short burst endeavor. Yeah, you can't always be bursting. That sounds so wrong. But you can't always be, churning out big idea. That's not how the brain works. The brain needs time to cook. The part where you said that you have no idea what people want to spend time with me, that is such a good point. I'm glad that that's your takeaway. No, but here's the thing with that part. Thanks for the gift, Felix. But here's the bigger point with the I don't know why people want to spend time with me. Okay. Last one, then we'll go to game. Because this one, I feel like I'll be able to finish this one tonight, later, faster. Anyway. So here's the thing. Okay, let's say there's 24 hours in a day. You spend 24 hours of the day with you. But since I divide myself into let's say 5 people, 24 can be easily divided by 5, but let's just say that, you know, those 5 people get their own, like, day time to, like, exist in a way. So, like, editor me will be here, manager me will be somewhere here, streamer me will be somewhere here. So my bigger point with that I don't know why people spend time with me, then don't spend time with one singular person for 24 hours. Spend time with all the parts of you that make you you. Because you are a very complex human being who is not defined by a single label. I am not just an editor. I am not just a streamer. I'm not just a manager. I'm not just some guy who makes merch. That is like 2 hours of me per day. Editor me is like 5 hours of me per day. And then streamer me is like, you know, on days I stream is 7 to 8 hours of me per day. I am not the same person for this whole 24 hours. And you don't have to be that same person for the whole 24 hours. You can allow yourself to be whatever you want to be during these times. And it's fine. Because all of those make up you. And that's okay. You don't have to force yourself to be like, you know, today I'm just gonna be streamer me. Today I'm just gonna be editor me. Today I'm just gonna be that. Like, you can do that, but, you know, split that into days. Because, you know, we talked about this too. Like, what if today I just want to do this? What if today I just want to do this? Sure. But don't make that every day. Don't make yourself every day be A. Like, allow yourself to be all the parts of who you are. And that's fine. Take a break. Have fun. Work when you're able to work. Also, this mouse is dead. Where is your cable? There it is. Spend the time with all the parts of you. Chat 2024. Annoying in general, yeah, but it's really information. I'm bored with the task, but it's all boring. I don't do anything. That means you are too skilled for your current tasks. I'm gonna say I'm just gonna say it. You are too skilled for your current job. That's basically it. But yeah. I don't know how people want to spend time with me if for 24 hours I am just the same person. I can't stand me for 24 hours. That sounds very self-deprecating, but again, you can see that in a healthy way as, then why? Why be that same me for 24 hours? There's so many pieces of me that make me me. I'll allow all of them to be like, you know, to exist. I'm just not gonna be... Okay, let's say Q. No, let's just say an artist. Let's just say someone who draws. Someone who draws, you can't be someone who draws for 24 hours. That's not fair to you, and that's not fair to the rest of you. That's not fair to the part of you that draws, because where are you going to get inspiration from? Where are you going to get motivation from? If all you do is draw, what are you going to draw? You need to draw inspiration from somewhere. That can be like, you know, your favorite TV show. That can be a video game. For me, a lot of it was video games. I drew a lot of things that I got inspired from video games. From video games, and you know, you can draw from life. It was, I forget who specifically, but it was the Looney Tunes animators. Someone there, I think it was Chuck Jones, but someone there said that people shouldn't, animation is a medium. You don't animate just to animate. It's not these exact words, but like, you have to animate something. And you need to get inspired from somewhere. So don't just animate an animation. Animate something from real life. Like, go to the opera. Listen to a song. Watch someone do ballet. Like, you know, watch other forms of art. Thank you, Felix. And then if you find, you know, draw inspiration from there. Animate those things, because those things haven't been animated yet. And that's why you see a lot of Bugs Bunny cartoons being him doing ballet, him dancing or doing some singing opera, him doing an activity around, you know, music. Like, that's like a big reason why I also enjoy a lot of, like, you know, Bugs Bunny stuff. Like, it's where I draw my culture. But yeah, That's what that's kinda, not exactly, but that's kinda what Miyazaki meant when he said that anime was a mistake. It was that because the people he knew who were making anime were just making anime inspired by other anime, inspired by other anime. But Miyazaki always made anime based out of real life. He would observe people. He was known for observing people and then putting those into his animations. Whatever you feel about Miyazaki, he has a point with that one. Anyway, thank you, Felix. We will now play game. Host an Opera night? I don't know, dude. I don't have Opera installed. I have Google Chrome and Microsoft Edge. Ha 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 ha. Anyway, let's play game. Because I'll be editor me will deal with that later. Oh, here's another fun part. Like when you're confident enough with the other team members in your head, you can say like, "Oh yeah, editor me can do that. It's fine." This'll take off stream about 2 hours. That's fine. Like a good 2 hours of work, and that's okay. Gamer chat. Here's the thing. I don't really think I'm a gamer. I'm pretty bad at games, especially when you have to fight against people. I'm bad at fighting games. I'm bad at Dota.
Click here. Click here.
Click here.
I just find them fun.
Click here.
Finish portfolio to get job, please. Okay. Motivation. Where is it? Don't starve. That's your motivation. Don't starve. Unironically, that has been a big motivation for a lot of the things I do. If I stop doing this, I'm gonna die. And I kind of want to like keep on living. I kind of want to see what else is out there. You starve yourself a lot though, I know. So this isn't gonna work for you. So guess what's gonna work for you is, Mochu, once you have a job, you can buy more DLC for Love in Deep Space. Again, we can say Mochu no, but that's going back to me managing multiple people. Everyone has different motivations, everyone has different working patterns, so you just have to find what works for other people. For Mochu, it's Love in Deep Space. Like, unironically, people have, wanted to keep going on because they're looking forward to a video game. And why not? If there's something that you're looking forward to, why not? Life's too short to, think of, but it's just a video game. Yeah, but you like it. You're enjoying it, right? It's fine. Why limit yourself? Anyway,